If you guys are looking for any cheap and reliable coins, check out MMOPO.com. Use the code PINGU at checkout to get 8% off. Guys, welcome to episode number 7 of the BOLTON Next Gen Career Mode on FIFA 21. We are currently 11th in the table, 20 points after 14 games, and yeah, we're starting to get towards the playoffs now. We're only 3 points away, and our next opponents are Bradford, who are top of the table with 31 points, 11 points above us, and yeah, ideally we need to get into those top 3 spots because that is the objective for the season, to get automatic. We have transfer listed a few players in the last episode, so hopefully we start getting some offers really. And I don't know if we loan... basically, I think we're going to look to loan him anyway. And if not, we'll have to do a swap deal for Lafferty. That's the only thing I can really think to do with him. He's not been great, honestly. I've not really enjoyed using him. But I thought it was worth it just because of... just because he was a free agent. You know, he's 66 rated. Give him a go and see how he does. But yeah, let's go into the first game of the episode against Bradford. Hopefully we should get some scout report back from this scout from Nigeria and see what comes back. Hopefully something good, and yeah, you know, it would be a good way of basically making money basically. So yeah, let's get into the first game. It is going to be a tough one against Bradford. Very good team indeed. 5-3-2. Obviously Kowski's in a bit of form at the minute. We did lose Poliatek in the last episode. Here we are then for probably the biggest game of the season in the league. It is top of the league, Bradford against us, and you know, if we do win this game, we could potentially move into the playoffs. So really big game for the season. They are playing 5-3-2. Don't really. I think Lee Novak's the only one I know in their team. Yeah, Hornby rings a bell, but that's probably just the trains. That's why I know that name. But yeah, it's one of those systems that seems to be working for them at the minute in the league, because they are top of the league, and yeah, I'm just hoping at home we've got that slight advantage. You know, if we had Politic, I'd be quite confident, but Isgrove on the right hand side, other than pace, you know, that miss in the last episode was shocking, and yeah, I'm just hoping we get an early goal in the game and give us a bit of a foothold. On to Zakowski. Can he get around the final defender? A bit of pace there. Can he get the shot off? He can. Oh, so annoying. So annoying when they don't hit the target, because, you know, even like a championship level player hits the target there, you know, like a Jack Marriott or a Martin Waghorn. But when you've got these like 59, 60 rated players, it's a whole new world of fun. It's quite an interesting system because one of the midfielders drops back and kind of covers. Obviously, it is Ismail against his former club, which is quite interesting because in this system, I don't think he would have played. So I don't know if they've changed system since selling him. It'd be interesting to see if he can score against his former club, of course. Kanhua with the ball. Please get into the box and shoot and score. You ask and you receive. That's how the Kanhua works, and it's a very big goal for us just before half-time against top of the league Bradford. If we somehow win this game, you know, I think the turning point is basically going to 4-4-2. As soon as we did that, we've monumentally improved our form, and yeah, Kanhua and Zakowski seems to be the combo that, you know, bringing Doyle off the bench late on. Yeah, I think that's what we'll go for going forwards, and yeah, 11 goals already for the big man. And in terms of January, we're only a couple of months away now, and I'm not 100, like maybe a centre-back. I think defensively we need to be a little bit more solid. I know we've already signed 2 defenders in both the fullbacks, but in the middle, it's just not, I don't know, I just feel a little bit, at times, we do struggle. Yeah, I don't know if we need like a, ideally I'd move Comley to like a centre-mid, but it's going to take like 50 weeks. But I think we need, I don't know, obviously any position's good to suggest, because over the next 3 or 4 seasons on this career mode, everyone's going to get replaced pretty much. But yeah, all in all, I don't know if a defender is what we need, or a centre mid that is slightly better at defending. That might be the answer actually, because at the minute we've got 2 midfielders that have got like 56 and 58 defending. So yeah, someone a little bit better of a box to box there. On to Zakowski. Kanhua is making the run through the middle, but I will cut back and get it into Sarcevic. over the top here for Gunhua. Can we get a goal to make it 2-0? Oh, I really wanted a bit more power. What? Oh, nearly went in anyway, but I wanted a bit more power on that to get it into Sikowski's path. But some of the passes is a little bit concerning at the time. So I'll switch on the edge here into Crawford. Can he go around the final defender with the shot now into the back of the net? And that is a massive goal for this season. I'm hoping we move into the playoffs with this win. And yeah, I love Crawford and Sarcevic, but I think defensively we could do with someone a little bit better. I don't know if maybe going to a 4-2-3-1 might help us more defensively, but I think the 4-4-2 is okay for the time being. But ideally I want another central midfielder, because at the minute we don't really have anyone to kind of compete with them. Through the middle it. Please don't. Oh my god, straight from kickoff. And this is where it gets very interesting, because as soon as they score, you really see the difference in the way that the AI do play. And yeah, there's a good opportunity here for Bradford to potentially make it 2-2. So we're gonna have to be on our A game. I don't. Literally, can we blow the whistle now? Because we've played the time. This game, it's so triggering. It's so triggering how long it plays. There's so many opportunities where it could blow, but it just goes, oh, I'll just play more. I'll just play more. And Donaldson equalises with 5.5 minutes. Where those 3.5 minutes come from? That's what I want to know. Why are they wearing shorts? They're a bit short, aren't they? Jesus. I just knew. You know in the game, like, what is Santos doing? Oh, come on. Give me a break. Literally, I'll kick this ball, blow the whistle. It's just boring. It's painful how annoying the added time on this game is. But yeah, they do equalise with the final kick of the game. And I guess we'll take a point from top of the table Bradford. But it just... when the game wants to score, it will score no matter what the time is on the game. Bit of development here to Jones to move him to a right back, out and out. I think right back's a position that I'm pretty happy with, to be honest. It's mainly looking into the other areas. Message here from Fleetwood. They are unhappy about the amount of time I've played with Billy Kremlin, but probably will be recalled in January. So I guess we'll save like 1,000 in wages that way. But if you look at the table, if we did win that game, we would have gone up to 10th in the table, at least. I'm trying to think where we would go. Yeah, probably 10th. So a bit unfortunate to drop those 2 points in the final moment, and just really, really annoyed me. Also a message here from Blackburn about Tom White, a player that he's okay, but I just think, you know, at 23 he's not going to grow that much. So we can always look for another. You know, we've not played a single game with him yet, so I'm not too concerned if he does get recalled. And yeah, I think we will look to simulate either this game or the next game. Scunthorpe are down in 17th. Next game is against Carlisle at home. And then we do have the Crawley game, and who are they? I don't even know who that is with the owl and the badge. It's Oldham. So I think we'll simulate this game against Scunthorpe. They're a bit lower on the table than us, so should be enough to get the win. And then that way we can play the other games. You know, Crawley. That Crawley Cup game is quite important in this episode, because it means we do go to the knockout stages of the Papa John's Trophy. And I can always jump in, I guess. So I think one thing I will do, just because of rating, I might even put Lafferty in, to be honest. Yeah, because we are simulating, we'll put Lafferty in. A bit of growth here to Sesso and Cambo, goes to a 66. Same with Buchanan going to a 65. And yeah, it's just nice. It's nice to see players growing in stats. Also a bit of growth to Comley, actually. And it says he's like CDM/centre mid. But if I go over to the squad hub and then try and convert him to a centre mid, it's going to take like 50 weeks, I'm pretty sure. And that's just far too long, and it's just not worthwhile. Yeah, 60 weeks. It's just not worthwhile the time to move him there. You may as well just keep him on what we're currently doing. So yeah, just by simulating a game and episode, obviously the ones that are, you know, not too important, but we should get the win anyway by simulating. Just saves us a bit of time and gets us to the end of the season much faster. And yeah, we're 2 points off the playoffs now, so even if we lose, I'm not too concerned. Goal for Kyle Lafferty with the goal there, good to see, of course. And yeah, like on paper he's a good player, but I just think in game, I don't know, I'm just not enjoying using him. But maybe he'll change his mind, you know. I think getting that first goal might just spring him into life a little bit, hopefully. But they are on the attack here. Don't want to concede straight away. A good tackle from Delaney. There's a goal for Van Veen. I don't mind a point since it is an away game if we don't manage to do that. Oh, but Kyle Lafferty does get his second goal of the game to make it 2-1 and get us back into the lead with about 20 minutes to go. Then we go full time against Scunthorpe. We do win the game 2-1, and yeah, a couple of goals for Lafferty. I guess that's a benefit of doing that. Hopefully, maybe if I bring him off the bench, he might be a little bit better in form. I don't know if his morale has potentially gone up. But yeah, that win does put us up to 10th. We're only 2 points off the playoffs, and yeah, if we can win that next game against Carlisle, we could potentially move into the playoffs. Also, a message here from Luton about Peter Chioso, who he's actually quite decent, but the problem is I've already got 2 right backs at the club, so I don't need him. Yeah, next game is against Carlisle, who are down up in 5th, so I don't know if we could leapfrog them. No, there's miles apart. Oh, actually, we could if we scored about 9 goals, which realistically won't happen. But yeah, Carlisle doing well. Yeah, there's a chance that we could move into the playoffs if we win this game, so big game for us. And yeah, after this we do have the game against Crawley. Quite a big gap actually, so good to get a bit of rest. And yeah, as I said, we only need a point in that game to go through to the next round, so hopefully we can get that. A bit of growth to Zikowski, goes to a 60 rated striker now, and since he is only like 18, I'm sure that will quickly fly up. I don't know if we've got him on. Let me check what his before we do go into the game, let me check what his development plan is, because he's gone to 5-star weak foot, but I don't know if we can move him to 5-star skills now. And obviously it just helps us a lot when a player does get to that kind of level. So yeah, let's move him to mobile striker. Obviously get his pace up, get his attacking positioning up. Here we are for the game against Carlisle, a team that are, you know, I think looking at the Carlisle team for today's game, then they are playing a 4-3-3. Again, I might know Devine in the midfield, Riley at fullback, but not really. Anderton rings a bell at left back, but really not sure about the Carlisle team, which does make them quite dangerous. You know, when you know the way a team plays and who's good in that team and who's not, you can kind of mark those players. But when you've got no idea at all, you kind of, you know, you don't have any idea of what you're going to come against. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we do against Carlisle. Hopefully a win will put us into the playoffs. Chance here through the middle. Sikowski's in a bit of space. I think he's onside as well. Can he get the finish? When the players do that, it really does annoy me. He's in absolute acres, and I just don't know how he's not found the corner there. But he's got us a few goals anyway, so maybe I could have gone a bit closer to goal and maybe finessed it. I think that's what I maybe need to look to do with some of these lower rated players. But yeah, it's quite interesting that we're playing, you know, a 62 and a 60 rated striker now, and we've got 2 66 rated ones on the bench, and the ones that we're playing are better than the much higher rated ones. And I don't know, it's just quite interesting that. Crawford with the ball through for Ismail. Hasn't scored in a while, but can he get the goal in this game? Yes, he can with his weaker foot. Does get into the lead just before the 30th minute mark. And yeah, I don't know if it's because, I don't know, I might look to play him on the right a little bit, just see how he does there. But on the left, I don't know, in a few games he kind of gets isolated a bit, and it's nice to see him get a goal there to get his 3rd of the season, I think it is. Only second. That's what I mean. Like, he had a really good debut, but since then he's not really done too much. He's done a few assists here and there, but yeah, ideally I want a little bit more from him. But then again, we're in a good bit of form at the minute, so I can't complain too much. Tackle there from Crawford into Ismail, now into Ginhua. If we can get the second goal, it just definitely helps us a lot. It's gone into Isgrove. Can he get it across to the Polish striker. Yes, we can. That's a lovely goal for Zakowski to make it 2-0 to start off the second half, and to yeah, just give us that cushion. You need the 2 goals. Like, 1 goal is just not enough against the AI on ultimate difficulty. And it's a really nice ball from Gunhua to Isgrove, heads it down, volleys it across the face of goal, and yeah, first time volley from Zakowski to make it 2-0. Isgrove bringing the ball forward. So he's been quite effective in this game, which is nice. Obviously, it's taken him a few games to get into that form. Now back to Crawford on the edge. Goes around a couple of defenders. Can he get the shot off? He can indeed, into the back of the net. And there we go, 3-0 with about 30 minutes to go. Should be enough. And yeah, we have just made a couple of substitutions, bringing on Lafferty and Darcy. And yeah, it's nice that we're in a bit of form now. You know, we've managed to find a formula that works with Gunhua and Lewowski up front. What's his name? Zakowski. I don't know where I got Lewowski from. And yeah, we're in a position now where going into January we can really pinpoint the weaknesses in the team and kind of improve that area. And I don't even know what we need in January. That's the thing. Like, I don't think we need strikers. It might be a case of just signing free agents for next season. I think that might be something that I can look to do. Can't say in the box. Can we keep the clean sheet? No. 8 minutes to go, they do score to make it 3-1. It is the former Derby player Callum Guy. Somebody I might actually have a look. We'll have a look after this episode, after this game. Sorry, we'll try and scout him and see what kind of rating he is, and maybe someone that we could bring in January. You know, he's in the league and can grow in stats. But Lafferty with the ball here. Chance here for Darcy to slip it in. Goes into Zakowski across the face of goal for Lafferty. Does get the goal to make it 4-1. And yeah, we're going to win the game anyway, but it's nice to get the extra goal. Helps up goal difference. We might be positive now. I think we had -3 before this game. So I'm hoping with this win, it does go positive. There we go, we do win the game against Carlisle 4-1. And yeah, we should be on a positive goal difference. And hopefully we will be moving into the playoffs. I think Lafferty off the bench, like last 20 minutes, you know, it's nice. You know, maybe just to punt it up to him. So yeah, I think at the minute we found the right formula to get results, which is great to see. You know, it's taken us a while, longer than usual on a career mode. We do have the scout report here for this guy, which I don't know why are you telling me? There's one guy and he's not even moved in rating, but we should get the one from Nigeria soon for the technically gifted players, which obviously. I think, there we go, literally as I said it, there it is. And there's only 2. We've got Abiola. I guess we just signed them up. I think it only costs us 500 in wages. I don't know about this guy though, because he's 40 to 55 rated, and he'll only go up to a 70 maximum. And he's 15 anyway, so I may as well just leave him here for the time being. And, you know, there's no point in adding that money to the transfer budget. But yeah, let's just have a look and see what rating he is. 50 rated, 60 to 91 potential. I guess we'll take that. Promote to the senior team. And I don't know if did I add those to the loan list? The ones that we did do in the episode before last. We can actually transfer, you see... I think these, I don't know, we either loan list them, grow them up a few ratings and then sell them in 2 seasons, or we look to sell them immediately and then get like maybe 200k per player. I think that might be the play. I think I'm just going to transfer list all these. I think we'll get loan options anyway. But yeah, I think all in all, you know, at 50 rated, realistically, are they going to get into the team? Probably not, but have we only got 4? I'm sure we had more than 4. We've got 1, 2... Oh, they're goalkeepers, aren't they? 3, 4, 5. Should be 5 then. Transfer offer for Hurtado. I think he's one... Yeah, he is one of the youngsters we've literally just listed, so let's try and get an extra, you know, 30 or 40k to this deal. And there's 300k, you know, that's like... maybe half of a player that could potentially come into the first team. So I think if we go 300k on the dot, I don't want to annoy them though. I kind of want him to be sold. And there we go. I'm more than happy with that. 56 rated goalkeeper. I'm never going to use him, so I may as well try and benefit some finances from him. So we've got a few scout reports here for Erebas. He looks quite decent. Not the fastest. But, he's 22. Would cost us a couple of million. But it might be a bit of a case of going for Dembele. I'm not going to lie. 65 rated. Pretty much what we've got already. With ridiculously good agility. Only 27 strength though is a bit of a concern. But physically, other than the strength and jumping, he's really, really good. Dribbling wise and ball control, very good indeed. And would cost us cheaper than Erebas. So I think, maybe looking at, even Arvin Appiah, if we can get 1 to 2 million, we've definitely got a few options here. Carl McAllister's a nice one as well. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside. Because most of our wingers are right-footed. I think all of our wingers are right-footed, to be honest. So it would be nice to have a left-footer as an option. But yeah, next game is against Crawley. We only need a point in the Papa John's Trophy. And hopefully we can get that and go through to the next round. I think it goes to knockouts after this. So it'll be interesting to see who we get in the first round. And then we've got Oldham to go back into the league. And then we've got Exeter, Harrogate and Port Vale. Here we are for the game against Crawley, who are second in our league at the minute, so it's going to be a relatively tough game. They are playing a 4-4-2 just like us, and just trying to see if anyone... Do I know anyone? I think we played them early in the season, and Nadsian up top scored a hat-trick. I'm about 90% sure that was the case, so going to have to be careful of him. I guess we... Throughout the season of playing the teams twice, we do learn who are the tough ones and who to look out for. So, yeah, it is a night game, so obviously the shadows will break when we go. There we go. Look at that lovely shadow, on and off. I'd love to know if this is only a League 2 issue or is it a career mode issue in general. But yeah, it shouldn't be happening to a multi-billion-dollar company. Shouldn't have issues with basic shadow. They're not even complex shadows. They're literally, you've got 4 directional lights in the stadium, and that's what creates the... It's just really, really simple, and EA, for some reason, have broken it on half the pitch. Table seems to be a little bit broken. We've got 3 points, Portsmouth have got 3, Crawley have got 0, and Tranmere have got 29. Things like that, why is that graphic done that? Realistically... These things need to be checked, and they've just not checked them. On to Isgrove. Back to Genhua. Can he get around the final defender and get the shot off? With the shot into the back of the net, it's a lovely goal from the big man to make it 1-0. And we only need a point from this game. So, as long as we get the point, we're through to the next round. And I do quite like this. It's something a little bit different that I've not ever done before the EFL. The Papa John's Trophy. Quite luckily, my other striker didn't block the shot and does go into the back of the net. And I must say, those two up front have really started to put some chemistry together, and I can rely on getting goals with them, which is nice. And obviously, with the wingers that we do have, it's quite nice. So I think all in all, this system it works quite well with the players that we do have. I'm just not 100% sure what we need in January. Obviously, there's improvements to be made, but we'll see what comes up to us. Again, here with the ball. Can he drive it forwards? Get through for Zakowski. It's a nice ball. Can he get the finish past the keeper? Chips the keeper into the back of the net, and there's 2-0 in the 38th minute. And hopefully now, even if Crawley score a couple of goals, we'll still be going through to the next round of the Papa John Trophy. We should... I don't know if we go into the FA Cup in the first round, or do we join at the third? I know Championship and Premier League teams go in at the third, but I don't know if League 1 and League 2 teams go in at the first round or the second round. Third goal in the competition for him. He did obviously get a couple against Portsmouth, and as long as he keeps scoring the goals, we'll keep playing him. Chance here for Crawley. He's got into the box, makes it 2-1. And I must say, the number of times, it didn't happen in the last game, I think, or did it? Did it happen against Carlisle? I can't remember. No. We went 3-0 up against Carlisle, but the number of times I've been 2-0 up now and then the computer score is actually quite ridiculous, and it's quite nice to see that the catch-up mechanic does actually work. Chance here through the middle. Can Sarcevic run into the box, get the shot off? Yes, he can, but a good save from the goalkeeper. Still about 10 minutes to go, and yeah, as long as we can hold on for at least the point, then we do go through. Goes into the middle to Santos, who does win the header and does get that 2-goal advantage back, and that is exactly what we need, and we will be finishing top of the table, which is good to see as well. And yeah, we'll get Darcy on for the final few minutes just to get him some game time, I guess. Chance here through the middle. Santos has been dragged across, and they do make it 3-2. And as I said, you know, just having those goal advantages really does give you a bit of hope you can get a result from the game, because if it's level or there's one goal in it, then, you know, as we found out in the Bradford game, the computer will score a goal in the last 5 minutes to destroy your dreams. But you know, with 5 minutes to go, as long as we don't concede 2 goals, then we go through. Oh no, please don't. Nichols. Oh dear. There's about a minute and a half left, and I do not like this at all. I can just feel something going wrong basically in these last 90 seconds. But yeah, really, I don't know what I'm doing with Delaney there. Really poor defending, but I'm just hoping I can just pass the ball around enough, and then the ref blows the whistle. I'll just boot it up. Oh, didn't even go where I wanted it to. There we go. That's nice. Please blow the whistle, ref. I don't know if you'll give like extra time because there's been a goal in extra time. But there we go. Final whistle against Crawley. We do finish top of the table just literally because of that 1 point. You know, just getting these goals to make sure we get over the line. And yeah, it'll be very interesting to see who we do get in the next round of the EFL Trophy, which is the Papa John's Trophy. I wonder if you get Papa John's at the end of the if you win it. There we go. We have sold Hurtado. We literally just signed him, and yeah, we've moved him out for 200,000 now. So nice to see we've got some transfer budget now, and obviously we do need to renew quite a few contracts. So I might look to do that now, to be honest, because there's no time better than the present, because you don't want to like annoy the players. You know, potentially if we mess up one of these deals, you know, we might get the chance later on to renew it. So I think what we'll do, I'm just trying to see who has priority basically, who I want to renew. I guess we'll do Jones first of these players because he's 65 rated. Does want an important role, so I'll accept that. We haven't got too much money, so hopefully we don't see too many increases in wages, because we won't be able to get all of them if that's the case, and that's why I've prioritised the best players first. I think if we go for, I kind of want to see what the lowest amount of bonus I can do is. I'll go for 25k just to be on the safe side. And I've actually gone down in wages, I just realised. So it seems like the bonus is okay. He's gone up to 2.7k a week. Now to 2.9. Can we get that? Just knock off 100 metres in the middle, and that's lovely. Yeah, we'll take that. You know, 300 quid extra, but we get an extra 3 years of him. Good to see. So yeah, next player to renew. Kind of want to have a look at this Graham guy because he's 18. I might just look to loan list him, to be honest. Maskell's our backup left back. Lafferty will probably let go. I think on those wages it's a little bit too much for what he is. Brockbank I think we will extend as well. Same with Isgrove. I guess Isgrove's next because he is actually starting. Same with Delaney. Yeah, let's go for Isgrove next then. He is obviously starting. He's getting a few assists. It's nice to see, of course. I think he will be a valuable player. 65 rated, of course. Give him an extra 3 years. You know, get him up to 30. Yeah, even in like the Championship, I think he'd be a decent backup to have as an option. Yeah, we'll go 4k wages. Give him a 30k bonus, and hopefully that's enough to. There we go. Renew it. Cool. That's good to see. Just want to check how much money we've got now. Just about enough, I think, for one more. So we'll go for Delaney since he is our starting centre back. Though he's happy with his contract, which is weird, but we'll renew it anyway. Since we don't want to let him go on a free in January. So I'll give him important. Probably give him a 3 or 4 year contract since he is only 24. Give him a 3 because it's one of those where obviously because we're doing like so many seasons, there might be a case of moving him on and getting somebody better. We'll give him a 2.3 with the extra 30k bonus. I might even go 25 to be honest. We'll go 24 and hopefully he does accept that. And there we go, cool. I don't know if you've got like unlimited money when it comes to wages, although it has gone down by £1,000. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be moving too much. Quite like Brockbank just because he's quite versatile. Although we could sell him. Have we got any offers for him? Apparently not. I guess we'll extend him. He's only on 1,600 a week. I'll give him a rotation role. Hopefully he's happy with that. What's important? A little bit annoying. But I'll only give him like a maximum of 2k a week anyway. So we'll have to wait and see what he does want. Hopefully his agent does come in with the prices or not. I'll even go 1,900 to be honest with the 24k, 23k signing on bonus. And there we go, cool. So it just makes sure that we don't lose our players at the end of the season basically. And also, we could potentially sell them in January for much more money. I think I'll leave Lafferty for the time being. I don't know about Masco. He's okay as a backup, but we've got Brockbank who we've just renewed. But it's a case of you either let them go on a free at the end of the season, or you sell them. And I'd rather sell a lot of them because there's quite a bit of money here when you really break it down. So yeah, next game is against bottom of the league Oldham, and I think just because they are bottom of the league, we're technically joint on points with Carlisle in the playoffs. So yeah, I think we will simulate this game because they are bottom of the table, and realistically we'd win the game if I played it. So I may as well simulate it and yeah, see how we do. Obviously, I will put Lafferty in the lineup and see how we do. 1-0 to Oldham. Then they do get it off to a start in the 35th minute, and I guess I could jump in if we just need that one goal with about 20 minutes to go. But I kind of, I like the idea of simulating games just to kind of keep it competitive in terms of the results. But Isgrove with the ball into Sesso and Cambo. Can we quickly reply? It is offside though. Ooh, free kick here. Free kick here, literally on the line. And it has been scored by Lafferty. He has got decent free kicks, and he has put it into the back of the net to end off the first half. And yeah, he seems to be quite good in these simulated games. So I guess we could use him for that and occasionally bring him off the bench. But in turn, I don't know. He doesn't have any pace and he can't turn. And they have literally just kicked off the second half with a goal to make it 2-1. And yeah, as I was saying, like Lafferty, he's probably a good like one-touch striker. Like if you put it in a good area and you can score it, then great. But he's not going to create your chances. He's literally the one to just put them away at the end of a good bit of play. It looks like we are going to lose this game against Oldham, which does make it interesting in terms of the season. If I look at the results that we've got so far in the last like month or so, we haven't lost that many games. So it's nice just to make it competitive by simulating the odd game, just to mix things up and make it a little bit more realistic, like in real life. You're not going to win every single game in League Two, and yeah, losses are something that are going to come across. So yeah, I'll have a look at what we've done so far in terms of results, but we have lost this game 4-1 now. It might affect our goal difference, that's the only thing, but as I was saying, like, we'll have a look at what our current form's been, and I can't remember the last time we lost a game. We've drawn games, but in terms of actually losing, so we lost that one against Oldham, and yeah, as you can see, we literally are unbeaten since the start of September against Morecambe. Yeah. So I don't want that to be the case, basically. I don't want us just to keep winning games non-stop. So I think the occasional loss is good, and yeah, it just makes things quite interesting in terms of potentially getting promoted. So yeah, we've got a transfer offer here for Lackner. He is 44 rated, and I think I'll just accept that. There's not really much of a point in negotiating the extra 5k. He's 44 rated. Take him. If you want to play a 44 rated player, be my guest, because no thank you. These 60 rated players are enough. I couldn't even imagine another 20 ratings drop. But we do have a good offer here for Palmer from Tranmere. He is 59 rate. You know, he's not actually that bad. He's one that I could grow if I loaned him out, but because he's a goalkeeper, it's just not that interesting. You know, there's plenty of goalkeepers on the game. So yeah, let's try and go up to 500,000, and that will give us, you know, with the sale of Hurtado, you know, we then have a good chance of making a good signing in January. So yeah, let's put on the 500,000, and there we go. Good bit of business. There's nothing wrong with that. And as I said, you know, just getting these players sold will give us the opportunity to bring in players in January. So we've just got the match rescheduled, so that should tell us where the next round of the Papa John trophy is. So, it's gone a bit congested here now, I think. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But yeah, it is against Accrington Stanley. And then we got Warsaw. Is that the FA Cup and the... Let me have a look, because I don't know. Is that the EFL? If that... I'm a bit confused. Is it the FA Cup? So the one against Accrington's FA Cup, and then I assume the other one is Papa John Trophy. Yeah, against Warsaw. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we do in both competitions. Obviously, there's not much of a gap between the two of them, and we should be playing those in the next episode. So ideally, I want to do well in the FA Cup because you get more money for that. So we'll play a strong team against. I guess we probably play a bit of a second team against Forest Green. Play our first team against Accrington. Hopefully they're still fit for the Warsaw game. But I've not really had much fitness concerns so far. You know, I think the team's always been pretty fully fit for every game. So that's good to see on that side of things. But it'll be interesting to see how that does change when we get to January. But as you can see, because we did lose that last game, there's now a 3-point gap between us and the playoffs. But I'm pretty sure, you know, realistically, there's only 11 points between us and top of the table. So, you know, if I go on another one of those runs that I've just gone on of winning, you know, a ridiculous amount of games, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus, you know, a few draws here and there, then, yeah, we should quite easily by the end of the year get into the top 3, and that's the main objective for the season. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. Make sure you do leave some suggestions, because we're in the end of November now, and by the time, obviously, by the time this video is uploaded, we'll be in January. So yeah, obviously I need your guys' responses. So yeah, any players that you do want to suggest, make sure you do that now. And yeah, hopefully we've got a good amount of money. So make sure you do leave a like, and see you soon. Bye.